Hello? Hello? Hello?
As the founder of our
I don't
family of...
care about your family YouTube ad. Hello? Alright, we sound fine. How we doing, everybody? 5 minutes till the beginning of the 2023 first ever Warhammer Olympics. Starting it a little bit early, as you and the live stream are used to recently. Whenever I have a rather short event that isn't like a whole tournament or whatever, if I have a short event, I do try and start the stream just a bit early so that it shows up on people's YouTube notifications and they can get here before we really get trucking along. So I'll say hi to you guys for a bit, then I'll explain the event. And if they aren't here by noon, which is in 4 minutes, then we're starting without them, because this stream has been posted for like 4 days at this point, so people should know what's going on. Stop it, the loops. I have to hear if the fucking stream audio is working. How is everybody? I'm terrible, and here's why. Okay, terrible is extreme. I'm being silly, but I am below average. I'm a bit sick, and that doesn't feel good. Nobody understands what? How is everybody? I'm terrible, and here's why. Okay, I don't hear multiple me's, Phoenix King. That seems like an issue on your end. I just unmuted it, and I just heard one thing. Anyway. Do you have 2 streams open? Regardless, okay. Phoenix King's insanity aside, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm slightly sick. Nobody likes being slightly sick. And Saturday, Mario Superstar Baseball, the old GameCube game that I all of a sudden remembered existed, and my brother and I had sold it to GameStop back when we were kids. That made me sad, so I found one on eBay and I got it. It's supposed to come Saturday, does not come yet, so my weekend of being sick and playing an old nostalgic video game, being happy, has been squandered even. Now it's supposed to come Monday. You definitely didn't? Nice. That means you did. That means you did. Greeting from Wiesbaden, Germany. Hope you have some good matches. Have fun, everybody, today. Well, you might be slightly disappointed. In the upcoming week, we do have 6 streams, actually. I forgot I needed to do faction face-off, so... Wait, no. Is that still 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, we have 5 streams coming up in which you'll get your taste for bloodshed. Today is a special event that I'll get into explaining, as we have 2 minutes before I'm supposed to start this thing. What are the Warhammer Olympics? Well, I have devised and posted to my Discord 6 devious challenges in which you can take any faction in the entire game and you try and get the fastest time, except for speed. We'll get to that one. But essentially, you try to complete the challenge I put before you in the fastest time. Whoever does so as a certain faction, that faction will get a gold medal and 5 points. The scorecard is at the very bottom of this screen, right? Silver medal is 3 points. Bronze medal is 1 point. Now, for, let's say, Assassin, who can kill Sigvald the fastest, let's say High Elves get 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 13 seconds, 25 seconds, and then the next highest is Chaos Dwarves at 45 seconds. High Elves only get gold. They don't get gold, silver, and bronze. That's not how this works. Because that's not interesting. No one cares about that. Right? So, yeah. We had people around my Discord trying out these challenges for, I believe, 2.5 weeks. It ended on the 14th. I gathered up all the replays, figured out who was gold, silver, and bronze in each. And I did not actually do the score, so I have no idea what faction actually is mathematically the best in Warhammer 3. But we're going to find that out today. We're going to find it out together. What are the challenges? Speed. What is the fastest speed you can get on a unit card without a mod, cheat, or campaign unit, right? If you can just load into quick battles With unit caps off, what is the fastest speed you can get on a unit card? Assassin, your enemy is just Sigvald. How fast can you kill him? He has to die with a Lord and 2 units. Giant Slayer, the enemy is Count Noctilus up on his Necrofex Colossus with a Lord and 2 units. How quickly can you kill him? He does have to die. Glue Factory, how quickly can you shatter or kill a unit of Dragon Princes? Skull Throne, how quickly can you cause army losses in an army of 10 clan rats? And then Honor Guard, how quickly can you kill or shatter a unit of Infernal Ironsworn? So it's elite infantry, mass chaff infantry, elite cavalry, a large single entity, a small single entity, and then raw speed, trying to cover the gamut of things you could face in Warhammer 3. We are officially at noon, so let's get this shit started. And we will begin with speed. Now, for speed, I have to already pull up some shenanigans. No, I don't. Okay, we're going to start at bronze. So for bronze, I believe... Where are you? Bronze medal goes to Beastmen, piloted by myself, because the silver medalist got a bunch of submissions, but only 2 factions got submissions at all, so my submission for the Beastmen did get a 3rd by default, just because it was the only other replay I had. Now, for the Beastmen, we do take Malagor with 121 speed. He is set, and then I do cast Occam's Mindrazor on him for the Lore of Shadows passive, and then I cast Pan's Impenetrable Pelt for even more speed, getting him up to an impressive 160 speed, which makes him the 3rd fastest unit in the entire game. Wow. Super fast. Super amazing. Rigged already? Nah, dude. Alright, Beastmen are on the board with a bronze medal in speed. Pretty straightforward. And then, where is this? So coming in second, a silver medal. Multiple people did submit this, but the High Elves get 2nd place. Stead, the Phoenix King, and myself all submitted High Elf builds. I believe the Phoenix King and I tied, because we used the same exact combination. At 240 speed. For our 240 speed combination, we do have the Princess on an Eagle with Foe Seeker to give her a little bit more speed. And then for casters, we do have that Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, a Shadows caster for the Smoke and Mirrors speed buff, and then a Barona's Time Warp light caster. So you can get all 3 speed spells here. And for a while, this was thought to be the fastest combination in the entire game. Getting this single entity up to 204. I thought you got to 240, but I guess it's just 204. Maybe the Phoenix King told me. I thought Salinator told me, but you can also overcast Pan's Impenetrable Pelt, and it counts as a different spell, so I think you can get up to 204D speed. With a leaf, you can get more speed? Oh, okay. Phoenix King, I don't know if I have that replay from you still. Because you have the passive, right? The passive from Alethanar if you're sitting over him. Yeah, I think that's how you got to 240. I lost that replay in the fold of time. But this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets tricky. Because Salinator on his faction got... Oh no, don't grab that. Go back. Oh no, don't grab that. Go back. Where's the High Elves? There we go. So it took, in-game, our gold medalist took almost an hour to get his time. Almost an hour. And when he was testing it, I'm like, how does it take you that long to build up speed? And I was trying to think of characters that scale with speed over time or whatever. Oh, you didn't send it. Okay. Well, then that's not my fault. Well, then that's not my fault. But to show our thing, I do actually have a video for you because we are not going to watch a 43, 48-minute replay. I watched that before the stream, and I bring it up for you now. All right. So he took multiple blue scribes of Tzeentch, cycled through them until he could get a lot of spells that he needed so that each of the blue scribes could have a different spell on them. His Herald of Tzeentch was just the Lord option he could take, and he used it to get some more Winds of Magic with the Chromatic Tome. You can see the timer at the very top is at 45 minutes. I've been triple fast-forwarding. He does also have an Allurus of Shadows with Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma for more speed from the Shadows passive, as we've discussed, and she even has her Locus of Swiftness. So now we get pretty close to the point where they're all going to pop their buffs. This is where I edited the video down. So here they start to clump up, and using the blue scribes, after 46.5 minutes, he has gotten together all the spells he will need. A Van Hel's Dance Kebab. Oh, get over there. Okay, I paused it. Skitterleap Overcast, Verona's Time Warp, Swiftwing and Swiftwing upgraded, Van Hel's Dance Macabre Overcast, Locust of Swiftness, and I believe one of these blue scribes has more speed than the rest. Yeah, because he has some stuff cast on just him. Regular Skitterleap, regular Van Hel's Dance Macabre, giving him 352 speed. That's a fast boy. And he still doesn't even, like, move that fast because the models are, like... I think there's a speed cap on how fast you can actually go despite what your card says. So he's not even visually moving that fast, which is funny. But yes, after 47 minutes, Salinator did get a higher speed. And using... This one is not the official one because he used the Infinite Portal, that special thing where you can upgrade stats. But he used it to get infinite Winds of Magic and more funds. And he found the most speed you could probably get in the entire game if you weren't bound by funds. In only 26.5 minutes. Only 26.5 minutes. I believe it's the Chaos Fury that we're looking for. There it is. 478 speed with all those spells on it. Van Hel's, Skitterleap and Van Hel's Overcast, Swiftwing, Undercast and Overcast, Pan's Pelt, Overcast and Undercast, Verona's Time Warp, and Locust of Swiftness. 478 speed on the Chaos Furies, which does bring the Demons of Chaos on the board, almost doubling the next contestant. And that was very creative. That was very creative. I did not expect to be talking about Demons of Chaos at all today, but shows what I know. So gold medal for the Demons of Chaos, the first gold medal they have ever gotten in their entire lives. Otherwise they just suck and die. So speed. Speed's a bit weird. Speed's a bit strange. Now we'll get on to the more straightforward things. How fast can you kill stuff? High elves can get a higher speed without a Leithnar. People didn't send me these things. If you don't send me these things, how can I know? Alright, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Alright, Assassin. Okay. We almost have a tie for bronze and silver, but I need to pull up the bronze first. Bronze medal is myself on Grand Cathay with a time of 33.5 seconds to kill Sigvald. Triple gold chevron Crane Gunners Yanbo with his nice little execute was what I went with. Sigvald is very hard to kill in melee, and I found a lot of ranged units don't quite have the DPS to kill him, so I opted for Crane Gunners with their Shield Breaker they can reduce his missile block, and they still get really good shots onto him. Even though they have piercing missiles, I mean, they still do fine against single targets. And of course, I mean, Yenbo's Execute is an amazing killer ability. So I pop it a little early, because I'm not super worried about it killing him outright. I need to get it low enough that one hit from Yenbo afterwards will finish him. So there we go, we get him nice and low. Yenbo hits him on the charge, kills him off, but he takes a while to die. It was 33.5 seconds. It's pretty fast for Grand Cathay, but that is only our bronze finisher. Our silver finisher was also 33 seconds, but it was like, in slow motion, it was 2 ticks faster in slow motion than my Grand Cathay replay. Where did the copy go? Where'd my Grand Cathay copy go? There we go. Grand Cathay gets a bronze medal. So far, 4 unique factions. We'll see if someone starts to pull away with it. And I need to get the next replay. Where is my next Sigvald one? This one. From Stead. The very thing I didn't think would work at all. Stead comes in silver with Skaven, Deathmaster Snitch, an Assassin, and Gorich. All melee. No ranged, no spells. Try and kill Sigvald. So the Assassin and Deathmaster both spawn in the Vanguard. They pop all of their debuffs to get Sigvald nice and low. Melee defense of only 26. Snitch does get scaling damage, and Gorich is trying to join the fight. He can get an insane melee attack with all of his buffs popped. Sword of Anti-Heroes and Warp Frenzy, plus his regular Frenzy. So he's going to dive in. Probably hit on the charge. Yeah, big hit, and that lowers Snitch. Lowers Sigvald enough that Snitch can probably finish him off with the next hit. Sigvald shatters, but in this challenge you have to kill him. They do kill him, and it was at 33 seconds with one less tick. So Skaven will be taking the silver medal. Good job to the Skaven. Good job to Stead. I imagine he probably had to do that multiple times before he got what he needed. Because I think if Gorich misses even once, he probably doesn't get it, but you don't have to reproduce, you just have to get it once. But the number 1 assassin does blow the competition out of the water. So we had 33.5 seconds, 33 seconds. And then the gold medal finalist did get 29 seconds for Sigvald. 4 seconds ahead of the other ones. That is like, I think that's 15% faster. And it's surprisingly Crone Hellebron of the Dark Elves. This is from our own Phoenix King. Dwarves, hashtag dwarves require no skill. But Phoenix King, who technically got a higher high elf speed than I did, but didn't submit the replay. We have Crone Hellebron. So what the hell is going on with this combo? I watched it once to make sure that the time was legit, but I didn't really establish what the combo was. We have Witch Brew, Wiston's Wild Form, Heroic Killing Blow, and Occam's Mindrazor for 1.3k armor-piercing weapon strength with 20 bonus first infantry. Now, some of it's base damage, but you get my point. 104 melee attack. And then we have a Sorceress of Shadows and Beasts who are also getting the Gaze of Cain buff. It gives them decent weapon strength. Okay, so 3 horse characters versus Sigvald. Hellebron hits on the charge, and her melee attack is just so good that if she ever doesn't knock Sigvald over, if he stays standing, she will crush him, and she is. But yeah, she just completely clobbers him. And he's dead in 30 seconds, 29 and a half, I believe, is when he actually died. The replay just ends at 30. What up, Cyrus? So yeah. Crone Hellebron and 2 other horse casters. But, oh my god. Hellebron did all the damage. Oh my god. She soloed him out. These 2 didn't do anything. Holy crap. Okay, yeah. Anyway, she killed him. alone in less than 30 seconds without knocking him over. I wonder if there were multiple tests to get this to work so he didn't get knocked over, but also it is Sigvald, one of the very few foot characters that doesn't go flying around like a ragdoll at the slightest provocation. Dark Elves take their first medal and their first gold medal with the assassination. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to grab. Oh no. There we go. Six medals, 6 different factions. A wonderful start so far, from my opinion. When I was making up these challenges, I was really worried that it'd be like gold medal in every category is like Skaven or something, because Skaven are really good at DPS, you know. So a lot of these challenges go to the Skaven. Giant Slayer is a wild category. And we do have ourselves an Olympic world champion involved here. Now, this isn't spoilers what factions, but I will say the top finisher in bronze, silver, and gold all go to the same player. The same player got all 3. F&G starts us off with the Empire for 3rd place. And surprise, shockingly to me, not a Luminarch of Hysh, not cannons. Giant Slayer, I should say, is killing Count Noctilus on his Necrofex Colossus. Anyway. But no Templar Luminarchs. It's double Gold Chevron Huntsman. Balthazar Gelt throwing down an Overcast and Plague of Runs to take Noctilus down to 15 armor. And Noctilus himself is very squishy to these Huntsmen. After 2 volleys, he's already lost 3/4 of his HP. Army loss is going to start to hit, though it counts until he is straight up dead. He dies. In slow motion, it was the last tick of 23 into 24, which the silver medalist, also piloted by F&G, got it in the fourth tick from 23 into 24. So with 23.9 seconds, the Empire with double Huntsman slam Count Noctilus. And that is alarming. That was very alarming. My attempt at this... So people didn't think I was cheating. I had to get all of my attempts in by day 1. So I wasn't like stealing people's ideas as they sent me replays. I tried double Sepulchral Stalker and Cetra on his chariot with the missile buff that the Tomb Kings have. And I got it in like 48 seconds. So this is over half. Well, under half, yeah. Under half my time. Which makes me feel real good. Which makes me feel real nice. And yet again, another unique faction. With another medal placement. So the Empire gets on the board for the first time. The Giant Slayer, bronze. Okay. Silver medal. Also F&G. Making sure I'm grabbing the right faction here. A similar idea, but a different faction. We have the Shades. F&G with a Sorceress of Fire. 2 Shades, both triple gold chevron. Krokar somewhere, or Nakare. Maybe for the gold medal, but not for the silver. Not for the silver. Alright, and they stand close enough to both get a Flaming Sword of Ruin, giving them fire and magic damage to their attacks. Count Noctilus getting shredded by Shades. First volley takes off a good amount of HP. Second volley is a good hit, and then a Fireball is even going to try and snipe him out as I accidentally jump past him. He starts crumbling a little bit, and there the Finer Volley kills him off halfway through 23, so it beat the Empire time. Now, where I do want to give F&G some props is his Empire and his Dark Elf time beat... two other people who used the best faction, the gold medalist. His Dark Elf and Empire would have beaten 2 of those people who submitted replays, and tied with the second fastest in the overall event. But then he himself piloted that faction to a gold time of 22.2. So his Empire and Dark Elf strategies actually beat some of the gold medalist faction similar strategies. So F&G clearly just had this shit on lock. As the Dark Elves are our first double medalist with a gold and a silver. But who is the best? Giant Slayer. With a time of 22.2-ish. F&G also piloted them. Tactical Lich submitted a 23-second replay with this faction. Sir Groot submitted a 25-second replay with this faction. Instead, submitted a 27-second replay with this faction. And where the fuck? There it is. It's everyone's favorite Lord Snipers, the Wood Elves. And man, I got a lot of replays of double... Sorry, Grace asked me a question about the dog. I've got a lot of replays of double Waywatcher and some form of Lord. But it's usually the Glady with Prey of Anathrema. Did not see a lot of Caster Lords out there, but this Spellweaver of High gives Hand of Glory upgraded to the Hawkeyes of Takira to give him more reload skill. And then she herself chucks out Soul Quench, with which does some weird damage over time thing. And Noctilus is getting shredded down. Army Loss is almost taken him, which will get him to disintegrate faster. And at 22 seconds before it even ticks into 23, he is gone. Wood Elves got the most submissions. They would have gotten gold medal twice over. So Tactical Lich came in with the second overall fastest time. But F&G did manage to beat it. You got 20.5 seconds with Wood Elves when you cheated? I mean, yeah, when you cheat, then yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how that works. So it was a neat little tech piece. Puts Wood Elves on the board. Oh, stop with the double zeros. Who gives a shit about them? So far, Dark Elves are in the lead overall of our Olympics with a gold and a silver. Definitely puts them at 8 points. Next highest would be Demons of Chaos and Wood Elves both at 5. We'll see if Glue Factory, Skull Throne, and Honor Guard can turn this around for the other factions or get some people who aren't even on the board. So what's next? Glue Factory. Fastest time killing Dragon Princes. Gotcha. A bronze medal finish of 22 seconds is a familiar faction to this stream, but not one that has medaled so far. It is the Revenge of the Vampire Coast, also piloted by motherfucking F&G. He was apparently grinding out this challenge, really loved it. So 22 seconds, double Bloody Boy. Not gold chevron, I must say. I am ashamed at that one. And then Count Noctilus with Wraithstorm up on his mount. And then I wonder what spells he's even going to use. The Withering on these Dragon Princes to lower their armor and their leadership. Double Bloody Boy are going in. Now for the Dragon Princes, you don't have to kill them, you have to shatter them or kill them. Either is fine. Boom! Double Bloody Boy. And this is the only replay I received where the Dragon Princes were outright killed. But they were killed. There's not even a model left to check on them. They flat out died in 22.8 seconds. F&G, let's go. Yeah, dude, we just cast your entire category where you triple medaled on Empire, Wood Elves, and Dark Elves for killing Count Noctilus, and now you pilot Count Noctilus to murder some Dragon Princes. Ooh, Shadow's passive to make the bullets run faster. I love that. That's fucking great. Another unique faction on the board. Vampire Coast. Piloted by F&G. Do take our bronze medal in the Glue Factory, but they were having a hard time getting on the board up until now, so we take that. You know, bronze is better than not medaling at all, right, Vampire Coast? All right, you guys are on the Photoshop, so you don't see too many spoilers. And then I'm looking for our silver thing. Piloted by Sir Groot, This is a replay many more of you would have been expecting by this point, but we finally got there. With an impressive time of 21 seconds, the Skaven coming in to kill some Dragon Princes. Lord Skrulk, 2 Poison Wind Mortars, one of which is the Avalanche Mortars, the other is just triple gold chevron regular Poison Wind. Kind of surprised that we're taking another triple gold chevron Poison Wind Mortar instead of Warp Lightning Cannon or Rattling Guns or Giselles or something, but clearly this must have done well because the time is good. Now, I really liked this when reviewing the replays. I like that you're fighting an AI, so they're going to do almost the same thing every time. I like predictively putting a plague in their way so that they're just going to run into it like dumbasses. Lieber one-shot a kiss from Skrulk plus the initial volleys of the mortars, and then he runs up and Rod of Corruptions them. They do rout off, and they shatter at 20... What did I note it down as? 21 seconds. Beating the Vampire Coast by, I believe, 0.9. Once again, though, there is a bit of a gap between first and second place, whereas second to third was 1 second. First to second was a difference of 5. And we have a tie. It is the same faction, but I, even on slow motion, could not tell which replay was faster for the final. So they are both the same faction. They are different strategies using the same faction, and it is a tie for the gold medal of Glue Factory. Coming in at 17.4 for both of them. I watched it multiple times. I could not determine who was the winner. All right, first we will do both strategies because they were different. But our first gold medalist at 17.4 seconds for the Glue Factory is the Wood Elves once again. This one piloted by Stead. So we know the Wood Elves get gold. And I would be curious, the Phoenix King is in chat. Phoenix King, why the Hawk Riders? The other two make sense to me, but why the Hawk Riders? And I asked him because he was the other one who tied. So, it all happens very quickly. This whole thing's over in 17 seconds. We have a Sword of Dave cast onto these guys, lowering their armor, doing the damage. Lost Sylvan Knights can Vanguard charge. Durthu can Vanguard charge. And the Hawk Riders can Vanguard charge. Hawk Riders fly overhead while firing their armor-piercing missiles down, and then they're going to turn around and come back and fight. A Flock of Doom also hits these guys. Durthu charges in. And the Dragon Princes shatter off 17 seconds. So very quick Vanguard melee shellacking. Well, wait. I'm not going to load that up in front of you people because you'll see it. So 1 second. I don't want you to see other replays. Okay, so there's the Olympic Knights. So here's this. And then this is the other one that tied, like, exactly. Same 2 melee units, and then we have Drycha. Rear charge, AP, and shooting. Okay. Similar strategy, exact same time. We have Drycha, so different spells being used. The Withering, lowering the armor and leadership of these Dragon Princes once again. And then we have Melkos Mystifying Miasma and the summon. We have the Rouse to Wrath Dryad summon, which already pops up. Hawk Riders dive in. These guys take so much damage. And Drycha got to the fight a little faster than Durthu did, but Durthu had much more impact when he got here, and already the Dragon Princes are shattered. So Drycha and Durthu repping the lads. And Wood Elves, another double gold medalist, much like our friends. I don't know. Wait, when I double gold medal, I can just go up here. Nice, that's easier. Another double medalist like the Dark Elves, but they take double golds, putting them for sure in the lead. Skaven also double medaling in silver, so we're starting to get some overlap. Maybe the times of unique factions are over. But we have 2 more categories, Skull Throne and Honor Guard. Right now it's looking like a 2-horse race, but we will see. For Skull Throne, I once again get on the board because I am a Chad. With a bronze finish that was definitely well-deserved, and not the fact that I received 4 Skull Throne replays in total, and 2 of them were for the same faction. No. This one deserves to be here, and I did great. I am not in by default. You're in by default. All right, so for my strategy, I was running. I had Knights of the Brazen Throne, Archaon with all of his spells, but I only want Burning Head. Another Burning Headed caster in the sky. Both of them are popping Forbidden Rod to get me some of that juicy Winds of Magic right away while I can use it. Archaon's trying to go solo out the Warlord. My Knights of the Brazen Throne are just there to support him and crush through some clan rats like that on the charge. We all try and gang up on the Warlord, though he proves to be a little tanky and keeps falling over like a dumb bitch. And I'm waiting for the clan rats to come back and swarm in on me so I can hit them with a Burning Head. They're taking every time I tried this, they took way too long to group up, so that's why I took 2 Burning Head casters and popped all the Forbidden Rods and stuff. So I could just have 2 Burning Heads, doubling the width, and hitting all these stupid fucking clan rats at the same goddamn time. Meanwhile, this Warlord's still above half HP because he just keeps falling down! And Archaon gets distracted. Archaon can't find the Warlord. Without the Warlord, the balance of power is being quite resistant to my efforts to kill it off. Now we're all trying to chase down this dumb bitch, and I see some full health clan rats that are at charging distance from my Knights of the Brazen Throne, so I know I can go delete a free unit of clan rats and really nuke that balance of power down. So I go over there, delete them off the face of the earth, get them to shatter. Still trying to kill this stupid fucking Warlord! Even get a Seared Dude onto another patch of clan rats, charge into these clan rats, and finally, army losses starts to take hold, except for that unit of clan rats technically isn't routing! Just go away! Can't kill the Warlord, he's still above half HP as Archaon chases him around. Just die, you stupid Skaven fucks! 1 minute and 40 seconds. The time is a tragedy, but that, believe it or not, I tried that like 6 or 7 times, and I couldn't get Archaon to kill the Warlord, and I was like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Stupid Warlord being dumb and can't fucking hit a piece of garbage shit ass. But I bronze medaled, so I'm great. Not just because there were not a lot of submissions, it's because I'm great. Warriors of Chaos on the board, baby, let's go. Let's go. I did great. Me did awesome. And big smart. Okay, what's up next here? I'm deleting some replays right now so I can find shit faster. Don't need that. Yes. Yes. No. No. Where are you? There it is. There it is. Warriors of Chaos getting the first of their medals for this Olympics, and another one followed right up with Chaos Dwarves coming in second for Sipa with a time of 58 seconds, so almost half what I did for the Warriors of Chaos. We get some trains! Trains, and automobiles. We do have double Dreadquake Mortar. Sipa is on a different map for some reason, which actually works against him, so sure. But Pillar Bones is smaller, so it's easier to get into melee combat. We have the Hashtrits, Dark Ravagers, Bull Centaur, Render, ROR, and a Sorcerer Prophet of Fire with Flamestorm, Burning Head, and Vial of Hashit. So the Dreadquake Mortars are both on Iron Demons. Should be getting extra damage out there. Burning Head goes diagonally up through these guys, then a Breath Attack in from the Sorcerer Prophet guy, and he chucks the Warlord into the air. The trains are almost at the Clan Rats, though most of the Clan Rats are already routing just from the sheer death and destruction being wrought by the Dreadquake Mortars. The Warlord is taking very few hits, but he is getting hit every so often. And these tongues are taking out all the other guys. Warlord's almost routed. Vial of Hashit is on him, so he has less armor, only 30 armor. That doesn't seem to matter, as army losses is starting to take hold, even though the Warlord took very little damage. There they go. 58 seconds. They did done do it. Everything's routing. Nice job, Chaos Dwarf, through the trains. Nice job, putting these guys on the board. Like some people were saying, I thought we would have seen them with Giant Slayer, but what people were telling me was that Chaos Dwarf blunderbusses, without having Vanguard, it's just too slow to get them into position to shoot at Noctilus or Sigvald. But Sipa got them on the board for now. And our fastest Skull Throne time. Both gold medalists come from the same faction. It was a repeat. We had Stead with 48 seconds. But then with a winning time of 39 seconds, Stead's an honorable mention because, you know, he beat the Chaos Dwarf time, he beat my time, but there was a faster time in his same faction. It is Sir Groot. Sir Groot taking the gold medal for the Lizardmen. First Lizardmen dub of the day. Lizardmen killing off Skaven faster than any faction can. The meta commentary on that makes my soul hurt, because this used to be a good matchup for Skaven, and now it's one of my least favorite. And even in a silly contest, the Lizardmen are still schooling Skaven. So you have a Skink Priest of Beasts, a Skink Priest of Heavens. Both of them are on laser dinos. We have the Shredder of Lustria, Aurora Dreadsaurian, and then a Deathcaster with Doom and Dark. I mean, he has all of his spells, so I guess he's probably going to cast Doom and Darkness. With AI, you can try and predict where they will be, so imagine you don't need a net. Like, in a normal game, you need a net for any of these laser dinos to hit. But the Bound Banishment hitting some Clan Rats in the back, both lasers starting to go burr through some Clan Rats, and then an Overcast of Doom and Darkness on the center. And that is going to be army losses at 39 seconds flat. Most of the Skavens still had full leadership bars. Full health bars, but their leadership tanked. Look at that. Look at that. They got army lost, and they only lost 200 out of 1,600 guys. The Warlord's still full health. He just leadership nuked them. And he did it, I believe it's honestly 3.5 times faster than I did, which is really funny. Because for me, dude, the Skaven would not rout ever at all. They were just chilling, despite how many of them I killed. And then for this Lizardman build, they're just like, nah, someone looked at us strange. Let's just get the fuck out of here. Okay, wait, I don't want that. I want the Lizardman one. Another... All three medalists of the Skull Throne were unique. No Dark Elves and Wood Elves here. In the last category, the Honor Guard. Can anyone upset the Wood Elf victory? Or if the Dark Elves get a bronze, they'll tie the Wood Elves if the Wood Elves don't medal at all. Alright, I need just my Honor Guard replay, huh? Alright, Honor Guard. Bup, bup, bup. Coming in third place, bronze medal. I said while stalling to find it. We have F&G once again. On the Vampire Coast to kill off the Chaos Dwarves. Triple Gold Chevron Bloated Corpse with Van Hell's Dan's Macabre and Speed of Lycos to get him to move faster. Vampire Fleet Captain of Vampires. Looks like she just gave the buffs to the Bloated Corpse. Otherwise, I don't really know what she's going to provide here. And Count Noctilus on his peg leg with some spells and shooting and his Wraithstorm. The fastest Bloated Corpse in the West sprints in, blows up on the Infernal Ironsworn. Melkos Mystifying Miasma is lowering their speed. And down 30 seconds. Without the Vampire Caster even getting there, they do die off, mostly at the hands of a Bloated Corpse. So GG's there. The Vampire Coast getting their second medal. It is a second bronze, which will be their end score for the day. But you know what? There are plenty who did not get any medals, so you do you, Vampire Coast. You do you. 2 medals left. Who will get them? Who will get them? For our silver medal, this one looks a bit weird. It was on a previous replay, a previous patch, and it was the only one that looks weird, and I didn't feel like stopping the stream and going to a different patch for literally one replay. Silver medal goes to Sir Groot on the Lizardman once again. And this was a weird one. I acknowledge it looks weird, but I saw the actual replay, and it's fine. It's fine. We have a Sora Scar veteran with a Plaque of Dominion, the -8 leadership. Boop. And then the Shredder of Lustria with his -8 leadership aura. And then we have a Slan Mage Priest of Death. A Bound Banishment already ripping through these guys. Doom and Darkness hits them. And then the Plaque of Dominion and the Shredder of Lustria come in. So there's a bunch of leadership debuffs on these guys. Their leadership spikes down. And the replay's going to end before they shatter, but in the real one, they shatter like half a second later. So it's fine. But it was a leadership bomb. The Infernal Ironsworn was still chilling. The Lizardmen only killed 3 of their models, but their leadership bomb got them to shatter so quickly that it counted. Because on the Sigvald and Noctis ones, you have to kill them. On the multi-entity ones, I just focused on army losses because I would like the reason that was put in place was I would hate for like one horseman or one Infernal Ironsworn to just refuse to die, and an entire run would be wasted, and you just have to keep retrying out of frustration where it's like, okay, you know your combination works, but you got unlucky, so keep redoing it into infinity. That just didn't sound fun, so I thought I would mitigate the potentials for infuriating results, and just with the multi-entity models, it was like shattering's fine. All right, 1 medal left to place. The Honor Guard. Gold medal. Honorable mentions for this one. All 3 of these players had the same factions. We had a 22-second finish by Stead, a 21-second finish by Sipa for gold medals. Both of those times would have beaten the Lizardmen time, but they were all with the same faction. And then with a winning time of 18 seconds with this faction, Dwarfs require no skill. Our own Phoenix King, 18 seconds to kill off the Infernal Ironsworn, and it would make sense that the Chaos Dwarves would be the best at killing their own units. That, like, people give Skaven shit for killing their own guys, but Chaos Dwarves actually kill a lot more of their own units. Now, they wouldn't kill as many of their own Infernal Ironsworn, they'd probably kill, like, goblins and shit, but, you know, it still tracks. Double Dreadquake Mortar hit, and then their little things come in, and an Overcasted Searing Doom onto these Infernal Ironsworn, plus a breath attack. It's just too much damage, and they shatter at 18 seconds. The Dreadquake Mortar's finally getting some use. Chaos Dwarves, second medal of the day. Boop. So that is that. Let's do some totals here. Alright, so Demons of Chaos at 5. High Elves, 3. Let's be smarter about this. Let's go from the bottom. Skaven at 6. Empire at 1. Hey, don't be a dick. Skaven at 6. Empire at 1. Alright, Dwarves didn't get anything, Zeech didn't get anything, Coast got some, Kislev got none, Dark Elves got some. So 8 for Dark Elves, 2 for the Vampire Coast. Dark Elves have already beaten my beloved Skaven. It only hurts sometimes. Slanesh, Khorne, and Bretonnia did not score anything. Ogre Kingdoms, Tomb Kings did not score anything. Chaos Dwarves got 8. Did I do the Skaven one wrong? No, I did the Skaven one fine. Okay, 6. Yes. Okay, Chaos Dwarves got 8. Tied the Dark Elves. Go Chaos Dwarves, go. I think the Wood Elves still just win though, but whatever. We'll continue scoring for honor's sake. Nurgle didn't get anything. Cathay got 1, didn't they? Yeah, they got a bronze from me. Ha! I got Cathay their only point. Let's go. Lizardmen also with an 8. It seems to be a popular score this today. None of these factions got any? Oh, Beastmen got 1 on the speed. Greenskins and Norsko were snubbed. Warriors of Chaos And Vampire counts. I mean, counts got nothing. Warriors of Chaos got 1. Also from me. Ha! I gave Beastmen, Grand Cathay, and Warriors of Chaos their only points because I'm great. And the Wood Elves will win the Olympics with 10 points from 2 gold medals. They are the best at killing large single entities and horsemen. And their 2 golds will carry them to victory. Very close finishes right behind them as Lizardmen and Chaos Dwarves and Dark Elves all got 8. And then Skaven trailing with 6. Demons Chaos with 5. And after that, it's pretty pitiful points all around. So that'll be it. Actually, pretty contentious stuff. Oh, pretty contentious stuff. And I was talking to F&G about it, but how many unique factions did we have? Unique medalists. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 24 factions medaled, so that's good. It's good diversity. But what else is the best faction, guys? Best faction in the whole game. Wood Elves, baby. So stop complaining. Stop asking for buffs. You won the Olympics, so maybe just eat my ass. Wood Elves don't need buffs. In fact, Wood Elves need nerfs. That's the real fucked up part that no one wants to talk about, is how badly Wood Elves need nerfs. I'll pop back in on chat. Slanesh with 0 results at killing stuff is a joke. Slanesh is really bad at killing stuff. Slanesh needs buffs real bad. You were trying to get stuff for Slanesh, but you couldn't? Yeah, dude. Slanesh doesn't have a ton of killing power, unfortunately. I tried the 10 clan rats thing as Slanesh, and that did not work at all. Wood Elves have an organized doping program? It's true. It's true. Dwarven buffs? Never. Never, never, never. Okay. One thing before you go. We have a full week ahead of us, lads. We hope to see you all there. If you go to my channel's main page, you'll see the upcoming live streams. We have the Nations Event Grand Finals tomorrow. Then we have a new player tournament, number 35. Best of 7 show match between Father Ramsey and Shoxy. Then we have Faction Face Off, Frozen North versus the Undead Friday. And a Try Hard Land Battle Tournament Saturday. So we have streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday I'll be visiting my brother. He is in town from a different state. So I'll be visiting him in my hometown. And then Sunday is Christmas Eve, so I'll be running around with Grace doing some family shit. But every day I'm not doing family stuff, I am streaming for you. You better be there. Be there, be square, etc. Thanks to everyone who did partake in the Olympics. This is a fun type event. I do sometimes, but they don't have nearly as much turnout as other events, and usually viewership's quite a bit lower. So I keep them to a minimum so I don't tank my own channel statistics or make YouTube think my channel sucks now. But I do like those events. I think they're fun and creative and interesting. So GG's and goodbye.